Last week we talked about the inner critic, that negative voice in your head that blames and criticizes you, or judges, criticizes, and blames other people. And I mentioned that this week we're going to learn something about stopping the inner critic. The first thing to remember is that you do not engage the inner critic. The minute you start trying to argue with it, get in some kind of a mind game with that voice in your head, you're lost. The inner critic will always win. Why don't you try something different? A better solution may be to try something physical first, and then in the next session I'll tell you how to replace it. But let's talk about how you can stop that negative voice in your head, that inner critic. There are two little tools that I offer the people who come to see me. And I found that they will work if you persist. The first one is very simply tapping on the side of your hand with the palm of the other hand. That's all there is to it. If you listen to what the inner critic is saying while simultaneously tapping like this, within a short amount of time, that inner critic will just stop. Then you'll be ready to go on to the next step. Another little physical thing that you can do is simply to move your eyes from left to right, or you can right to left. It doesn't matter where you start. But again, listen to the voice of the inner critic and move your eyes like that. If it's really tough, you can use both the hand tapping and the eyes. The important thing is that you do something physical to stop that voice so that it can then be replaced. And that's what we'll look at next week. I hope you'll join me.